State and the New York State Thruway going south to Saugerties. Will muses, what if those fish were thinking they were the lucky ones, and under other circumstances, given a chance, gladly they'd have eaten us. So again, let me give you my email address for the 4 chapbooks: Fort Lee Local, Paramus Local, Bronx Local, and Saugerties Local. My email address is phammer82@yahoo.com. Give me a shout and we'll make a bargain. Thank you very much for listening.
We'll make a bargain. Hey, Patrick, I don't think I'd be out of line if I asked for an encore.
You want another one?
Sure, go for it.
All right, one more. Let me see what I can get here. Did I go under?
Honestly, I wasn't just about.
I had it kind of timed for you guys. Let's see what, you know what, I'll read another Saugerties poem. How's that?
Go for it.
Okay. I'm unofficially known up in Saugerties as the mayor of Saugerties because I know everybody. And the way I did that in under 3 years was I go out in the afternoon when it's good weather. I take doggy biscuits with me and I sit on the public benches and I talk to people and I make friends with animals, and I've gotten to know a lot of people. And here's my philosophy. This is called benches. When I was younger, I thought bench sitting a waste of time. When I stayed summers with my grandmother in the Bronx, I humored her. We sat off Fordham Road in Banana Park, Scratch Park. I read restlessly. She chatted with other older Irish ladies. Wasting time. A teen back in Jersey and Paramus at the mall. I window shopped rather than sit on benches like the old geezers. Boring. Retired now, I sit on benches day and dark. I sit on bluestone in the village of Saugerties, outside shops, and let uncommon things happen. Drinks of cold water offered me, sweet treats handed me, and every day I sit, new friends are made. We are all magnetists, uncommons, drawn to each other by the bluestone load under our feet. Bench sitting now, very relevant. It's where we share, disseminate, refresh, and grow. And that's it. Thanks, guys.
Bravo.
Yeah. phammer2@yahoo.com.
And unmute yourselves, folks. Say a few kind words.
Thanks, everybody, for staying.
Really good.
Thank you.
Enjoyed every minute.
Thank you. Thank you for staying. Who is that, Jen?
No, that was Greg.
Oh, great. Thanks,
Yeah,
Greg.
we change voices sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Thanks, Greg.
Thanks, Jay.
Really enjoyed it. It was fun doing.
I'll see you guys Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Live
Yeah,
and in person.
yeah, that's great. Yeah, everybody's welcome to the last Thursday at Inquiring Minds, 6:30. Everybody gets about 6 minutes each to read their work, prose or poetry, and somebody else's or their own.
That's next Thursday?
The last Thursday. Is that the last Thursday? I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to try and come up.
Great.
All right. Well, Patrick, thank you very much.
You got it.
Now you know what Third Thursday is all about.
Yeah.
Come back anytime you can.
I will. I intend to.
Before we begin our open mic, let's do 4 short pieces apiece. Nothing too, Beowulf in length. But before we start, I want to remind everybody that on June 5th, it will be a Zoom event David Applebaum, Michael McIntyre, and Gregory Seth Harris will be with us. And on June 9th, third Thursday, no, that's our second Tuesday, a special day in June. Second Tuesday, Dr. Natalia Sukanos will be with us from the Saratoga area. And on June 18th, poet laureate, worldwide traveler, cultivating voices, hostess Sandy Yanone will be reading for us on June 18th. So if you can join us, please do. June 5th, June 9th, and June 18th. Let's start our open mic with one of our newest members, Lynda Wysdo. You're up.
Hi, everybody. Yep, Lynda Wysdo here. I am a Pine Plains resident. I've been writing since I was in 7th grade. Fell in love with writing when I was in probably 2nd grade. Sleeper from the Amazon poem, whatever. I have, actually, I probably do more of that kind of writing. I have a memoir published about my experience with a midlife breakdown kind of thing and healing poems. And I also have 2 middle grade fiction books out under my old married name, and they are in the library system, which is really nice. I self-published them. They are on Amazon. And I write poetry, and I do have a chapbook that was also about my midlife meltdown stuff. So enough about that thing. I am going to read a poem that I wrote for someone. I think everything the poem explains what it's about. It's rather lengthy. I don't know if it's Beowulf, but it's a longer poem. So I will give you that. Title is For Mitri. It was my birthday when I shaved your head. The cancer had already taken the best of it, the graceful curls and gleam, each wave as soft as evening's last light fallen. The cancer had already taken the best, so I shaved the rest of your hair, those few remaining patches of black so brave against the stark baldness. Like Kojak, you said, the staccato of your Lebanese drawl gripping each consonant with a morose moxie, like Kojak. I remember at that party when my boss asked if you shaved your head because you were a swimmer. Me, the runner, you, the swimmer. It was a reasonable conclusion. No, you replied, no, I have a growth, the malignancy. I have cancer. The stumbling looks, the clumsy apologies as if any one of them was to blame, and me holding ground to save you. It was my birthday when I shaved your head, those last locks falling around my feet like strands of black gold, each one so precious. My tears and your fears falling around me too, falling through trembling fingers and trembling smiles the way time so often does. I remember those nights when I cooked for you, washed your clothes and held your vomit in my hands, while you, tied to that machine, drank poison. And I remember the love we made in that hospital bed, the meter on the wall above us clicking in time with your metered life, clicking like time, and me rushing after it to save you. It was my birthday when I shaved your head, all the while wondering if that lump in my breast was as malignant as the one you had spawned in your leg. Cancer is contagious, I thought, sweeping your hair off the gray-tiled floor. Cancer is contagious. They operated on me in late January while the Mid-Hudson Bridge creaked her protests, straining under winter's icy weight. They gave me Demerol and oatmeal, eggnog in a plastic cup, red jello that I refused to eat. Benign, the doctor said, smiling. Your tumor is benign. You came to the hospital to see me, bald and brave, still carrying the stench of chemo on your clothes. At home, you cooked lamb's brains and ate them with my mother while I slept and slept, wearing off the weariness of trying to save you. It was my birthday when I shaved your head, the floor of that dilapidated house still stuck beneath my fingernails like crud. We ripped most of the floor up by hand and hung plastic on the windows, sat shivering in the near warmth of the wood stove. The house should have been condemned, but each of us so needed something we could more easily save, me, the sick puppy, you, the broken house. I remember those nights you cooked for me, took off my clothes and held my face in your hands, all the while with that passion rushing through your veins and me rushing after it to save you. When your mother came from Lebanon, she brought baklava and halava all in 5-gallon drums because you could finally eat again, because you had tiny stubs of hair peeking out from beneath that baldness, because the cancer was for the moment asleep. It was my birthday when I shaved your head, and someone else's birthday when years later the cancer returned, took your leg and your lung, and in time took your life from your wife and your daughter and sons. I stood at your funeral like a lost sheep, a single flower in my hand, everyone around me a stranger now that so much time had passed. I gathered what I could remember of you, images retreating into the dark corners of your coffin, watched your wife drop a flower on your grave. One by one, the onlookers moved on to other lives while I lingered behind, dropped my own flower on your grave and watched the October wind carry it away. Silent and still, I watched. In the end, I would not be the one to save you. Time had run out and only fate remained. Fate and whatever else calls each of us back to ashes, dust back to dust. In the end, it was fate who rushed in to save you. In the end, it was fate who rushed in to claim you. That's it.
Wow. Wow.
It was a rough time. It was a rough time.
Oh yeah. Just the one?
I have two other shorter ones.
Go for it.
Okay, and these are both from my chapbook Shards, which I only put out for people in Sexual Abuse Awareness Month and for my birthday, because some of the stuff is edgy, you can imagine. Writing was a major part of my healing, which you can get in my little, let me scroll down to where that is. Okay, so in the beginning of the book, I have a poem titled On Words and Healing. First, there were the words I threw across the floor of my therapist's office, bits of truth I'd been avoiding for decades and that had finally begun whittling away at my sense of reality, my sense of sanity, cutting off my air supply. Breathe, Lynda, breathe. Next came the poetry, pages, no volumes of words that came pouring out of me at all hours of the day and night. More truths, more gasping, more grasping for the one sentence, the one phrase that would allow me to stop shaking and sleep through the night. Breathe, Lynda, breathe. Then finally, once enough words had been poured out of me, squeezed out of me, screamed out of me, came the healing. And now I will do the seashore floor. Page 25. Here we go. The seashore floor. And oh, Daddy, that wave took me under, pulled my tiny hand out of your larger one and tumbled me like dice under the seashore floor. But you found me, didn't you? You found me and dug me out of the swell, wiped the sand out of my mouth, all baby-toothed and precious, and gave me back my smile, lined with tears it was and too many grown-up things, but it was a smile nonetheless, plastered to my chin like the salt-soaked hair to my neck, all slimy and slick, foul-smelling and sick like some boat on a stormy sea. But I wore it, that smile, like you told me to, wore it long and well like a curse, all terse, and pressed where it fell from your hand like those dice, like that girl on the seashore floor. But eventually all seaside things die, Daddy dear. They dry out and crack. My smile did, and then fell into my mind's caverns like sand, sat there and itched like a son of a bitch until it drove me mad, mad, I tell you. All that stuff between my toes, between my fingers and up my nose, all of it itched till it drove me mad. Not being able to scratch will do that, you know, drive you mad, mad, ravenous for release. And oh, Daddy, that wave pulled me under too, the madness. It pulled me under and under and under, no one standing by to find me in the swell, so I sank like those dice, like a rock in a well, just low enough to let the swimming things keep me buoyant, just barely for a while. They had gills, you see, and me just these sea-filled lungs. So cloudy and murky, life lived from down deep, nothing to cling to except that old creep, too slimy and slick, foul-smelling and sick to catch any real hope, useless anyway, my tremulous grasp. What little light trickled in was lost in the shadows, weighed down and wet until buoyancy no longer mattered, was impossible anyway when even the swimming things scattered, and soon weren't swimming things anymore. I was alone, dear Daddy, the way that you left me, like dice on the seashore floor. And that's that.
Whoa, you got to come back more often.
You do.
Okay.
You do.
Okay,
Your,
thank
your,
you.
your use, Lynda, of inner rhymes, slant rhymes, skewed rhymes, every kind of rhyme with such glee and drive is just wonderful to hear. Wonderful.
Well, and as you say that, I have to think that, like I said, my writing stuff was inspired by the poem "A Sleeper from the Amazon," and that's probably where it came from. A sleeper from the Amazon put 90s of his grandmas on. The reason that he was too fat to get his own pajamas on. So I think it comes from that.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Lynda. Nice to meet you. Nice to hear you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Jim Seegert, you're next.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, there he is.
We're good?
There he is.
Okay. Well, that's going to be hard to follow. So I'm not even going to try. I've got two short pieces that I can do. They're new ones. The first one's called Under the Surface. Huddled under the western abutments of a massive aging stone viaduct, bridging the smoggy river valley where ore boats ply, a person you'll never meet humbly resides. That person knows you, though. You pass over them twice a day, carrying your thoughts and your dreams that you've never shared or even dared. Below you, in those not so distant shadows, under the surface of your easy flowing life, wrapped in a ratty, damp blanket and a threadbare coat, once donated to charity, someone knows your life. The restaurant receipt, the show stubs, are long gone now, used to start a fire. The coat's crumbled photo still remains. He must have known her, he fantasizes. But he definitely knows you. He'll still be there after your ashes are scattered above his head, swirling down upon those waters among the pigeons where the ore boats forever ply until oblivion. So my next piece is not really a contest, but you can choose what you like the best. The tagline of our times. You slept through the storm and distant thunder. I awoke at 3:30, sitting in the room, contemplating what our new dark ages should be. The age of alternate facts, the perfect times, the sadism dynasty, the age of rescinded reason, the age of nothing matters, the age of nihilism, the moronic period, the age of grafted guilt, the age of gilded graft, the gilded age of grift, the late moronic period, the era of willful ignorance. You slept through the storm and this far-off thunder. I sat wide awake in a darkened room, sleeplessly fretting my lack of slumber. The rain subsided. The dawn filtered in. Little accomplished as day begins, this obtuse list tossed in the dustbin. You slept through the storm and the shifting thunder. Frutal verteral festering in my head again upon some tipping point of the old oil era, the unraveling of our democracy. As we rummage through de-evolution into the junk box years. Thank you.
Gotta love those junk box years.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jim.
Welcome, Mike.
Well
You
done.
got any? I know you're reading around the area. If you want to say anything.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time reading around the area. I think Patrick asked me uh, about Putnam Valley, and I know you read there too quite often, right?
Yep.
And I was down in Dobbs Ferry. I've been reading at Lit in Beacon, and I'm going to take a little time off, although here I am on Zoom. You know, it was a very busy poetry month, and I will grace the Inquiring Minds bookshop next week, so I'll be up there for a read. So that's what's
Yeah,
on.
the Tompkins Corners reading in Putnam Valley is very easy to get to. Just Taconic right down to Pudding Street, and at the end of Pudding Street, there you are.
Yeah, how poetic, Pudding
Gonna-
Street, right? Yeah, it's easy for me. It's about 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's a nice venue. It's an old church. It's been there forever. I used to work in that area 30 years ago, so it's been there for ages.
Yeah.
Great
the
host.
from
Great
the
host with Chris
1800s.
Kingsley.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, our next open micer is Jude Marr. You're up, buddy. Jude, still with us?
Yes. Yes.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Greg. You're next, and then Jude. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I just stepped away for a moment. Okay, here
Uh-oh.
we go.
No. Well, let's rock and roll.
All right, yeah, okay. After Jude, then Greg. Sorry about
All
that.
right. No problem.
No worries, no worries.
Hold on.
Okay, I was going to read a few very short, slightly more sort of abstract pieces, but I think I'm not going to do that. I think I'm going to read a couple of slightly longer, less abstract pieces. This one is called The Case for Laser Eye Surgery. Contact lenses are compatible with rain and snow, however cataclysmic. They will not fog above a mask, however hard it is to breathe. They can even be worn overnight. Sure, there's a risk of red eye, but when the siren sounds, you won't have to fumble for your glasses on the nightstand or worry that they'll get broken in the blast. Although, in case of total civilizational collapse, eyeglasses are more likely to last. Glasses can be cleaned with the ragged corner of your old t-shirt, and if the worst comes to worst, they can be held together, at least for a while, with all kinds of tape, as you escape into the hills or underground, as you understand that lack of vision was a choice. And this is on the question of which fictional mother is my favorite. When I was a boy of 11 or 12, I could have used a boy mom, by which I mean someone who could see the boy in me and encourage him, but that was never going to happen. Meanwhile, my dad wasn't any kind of dad that mattered, even to my brother. My dad didn't have the bandwidth for children, or any other people, to be honest, which is perhaps the thing we most have in common. That and our high foreheads. As a family, we didn't know people. My parents had no friends. I didn't know men who could help me figure out how to be one. But I watched TV, old movies especially. This was the 60s, so everything still in black and white. And debated internally the relative merits of Tracy, Astaire, and Bogart, who were all in their different ways men pretending to be what they are not. And of course, everything in black and white is in reality shades of grey. Back then, the mothers meant nothing to me. The one I had was good enough for all practical purposes. We never argued. She hated to argue. But also we had nothing that mattered in common. Plus, she had my sister, who was excellent in the role of girl from dysfunctional family, and who later in life, I believe, became both caretaker and confidant. But this doesn't answer the question. Because I am what I am, my favorite fictional mother is Albin from La Cage, who has all the best songs. Okay. One more, maybe. Let's do one of the more abstract ones, just for a change of pace. This is called Screaming into the Void. Although the scream may be a whisper, the void a pillow. Although the scream may be a seabird, the void an ocean. Although the scream may be my heart, the void yours. Although the scream may be a voice inside my head, the void. Although the scream may be.
Dig it.
Beautifully
Nice.
done, Jude. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
If you just were enthralled by what Jude did, he featured for us earlier this month, and that video is up on the Kelling All Poets YouTube page. So please check that out if you get a chance. Thank you, Jude. Mr. Correll, you're next.
Okay. Um, I don't think I've been anything but last practically ever in the last 3 years, maybe once. Yeah, with Ken once. Tonight it's because I had surgery this morning and I'm still feeling the anesthesia. But I love saying that word, anesthesia. I have two shortish, one short, the other one shortish poems. One moment. Okay. This one is called I Am an Ant. I sleep upon the axle where love is busy but approximate, in the slowest part of a circle where spring is everlasting. I am fire, hot carbon itself, ant hell on ant wheels. And the other poem is called A Warm Tomb. A crow on my shoulders, hauled through long hot days. Vicious harpies steal our food. Do we pause to fight, defend, or get the lead out for safety? Freedom rouses our wrath. With whom do we battle? The ones who scorn virtue? The ones with 3 houses or 4? The ones who hoard? The ones who constrict us and slice us thin? The one who feeds us our young? Ones who make us monochrome and disappear us and laugh and laugh. This is an ancient game, a tourney. It is our turn now to withstand, to prevail for the unarmed, to mount barricades and die before we stain the sea with such valorous blood. Tell me, do they outnumber us? The bullies, tyrants, wolf packs, Einsatzgruppen? Mayday.
Well done.
That's it.
You have a question for Mary Louise. Did you say a warm tomb?
A warm tomb, yes.
Yes, he did.
I guess it means something like we still think we're safe, but we're actually just in the warm tomb before it freezes over. I don't know. Whatever.
All right, before you recede for the evening, and please feel
Yes.
better. Please feel better. What do I need to know about taking over?
I'm going to turn you into the host, period.
Okay.
And what that means is that when time comes and there's just a couple of people left or whatever, and it's time to end it, you just go down to the lower right. And instead of
Yeah.
saying leave, it'll say end or
And
quit.
okay. And what about the spotlight thingy?
If you arrange your screen so that you can see participants in a column,
Yeah, got him.
there are so few of us
Right.
that if you right click on their video icon,
Oh, okay. Spotlight. Well,
yeah, spotlight for everyone, whatever. Yeah.
all right. So if I do that, it'll be so if I spotlight, let's say Donna Best is the next reader. So if I just spotlight for everyone, she'll be the one.
Yes.
Cool. Okay.
Yes, that's it.
All right.
Ciao, everybody.
Thank you, Greg.
You bet.
Feel better.
Thanks.
Ciao, Greg. Thanks for stopping in.
Donna, you still with us?
I
don't
am,
see-
yes.
Would you like to read?
I could read a short piece. Yes. Hmm. Okay. Do you want somebody else to go first while I find one? Sorry, I wasn't prepared.
John, you want to go before Donna while she's still looking?
Yeah, okay. I have three very, very short poems to read.
All right, don't go for it, my friend.
Okay, let me unmute myself. Okay. This is called Acceptance. The river flows the way it flows. It makes no sense to fence it in or try to change its course. Time comes and goes, and everything it carries is history marked and permanently etched. Memory's stems are thick with thorns that catch on what we wish were so. And when those nettles scratch and maul the face of all that should have been, what choice is there but just to let that river flow? This one I've never read before. I wrote it 9 years ago. I used to live in Staten Island. That was the first place I lived in after I left home. Just after I moved to Staten Island, I would dream I was on the ferry, and the ferry was sinking in the slip, water rushing in. I had just left my home in the Bronx, where alcohol pulled the family strings, bringing troubles on top of troubles like falling dominoes. In my small lifeboat apartment, the waters of living costs constantly lapped over the edge, threatening to engulf me. My mother offered to take me back. She being part of the reason I left, I, of course, said no. But looking back on it, that offer is what stays with me. And here's a very, very short poem, and interesting coincidence that Mary Louise brought up that she's going to have her students do one-sentence poems, because that's what this is. It's a one-sentence poem. I got the idea from a Chinese fortune cookie, and the fortune cookie said, God can heal a broken heart, but he has to have all the pieces. So here it is, real short. So I pray to God to heal my broken heart, and he says, I ordered the parts, but they haven't come in yet. That's it. Thanks.
Thanks, John. John always leads with a sense of humor. Thank you, my friend. Donna Best, you're next.
Thanks, Mike. I'll just read a short piece that was written for the theme of If You Say So. It is not hyperbole to say I'm happier. I cup my ear and wait for the wind to chime in the silence of the night. Whisper you awake to stoke in lieu of saying my words out loud, even the enthralling ones like honeybees, swallowtail butterflies, and those that sing out chirps. I discount the ones that soar above the links from here to original sin. Shut my eyes against age and summer's gone, and we make love with flames. Every rocket fires, every ship is launched, hunger is fed by sweet. The final verse is a theft from below the surface, now free to show off its shine, unencumbered by the tug of gossip that is nothing like family soul food jokes. Family churns ice cream and grills marinated ribs with welcome home sauce, but others on the path society takes aim to break apart the bulb from stalk. I have learned each day new words like fulfilled by less weight and aerated light holding me tight. Prayer has worked in to turn tongues and tip the balance from hard to soft. Now I know call and response is the rub between silence and the percussion of never giving up.
Thank you, Donna. Did you want to do another one?
No, that'll do. Thank you.
Thank you. Donna Best, everybody. Naomi Bindman, you're next.
Alrighty. Let's see. So I was planting potatoes today, and I remembered this poem. It's called The Patience of Potatoes. Remember when you were so eager to see the green leaf edges pushing up through new soil, but it was taking way too long, so you wanted to dig down to see if they were still there, doing anything, or if they'd melted into the earth. You needed to do something instead of just waiting helplessly while they rotted beneath your feet. But then you heard a voice, like an irritated teacher scolding from the row below, "Be patient." And the next day, there they were. Tiny, wrinkled, newborn leaves, shining proudly against the loam. And now, again, it feels so slow, taking way too long for this new emergence, like when you lay in the birthing bed and no one else seemed concerned about the imperceptible pace, so you kept breathing through the pain, the not knowing, the letting go of all that cannot be controlled, till finally she was born and placed all slippery on your breast, your new little bundle, and you kissed her tiny face and breathed. Remember the patience of potatoes. Trust the potatoes. Let's see, I thought I had this queued up in order. There we go. Now I've lost everybody. This is a recent poem. I may have read it at CAPS before, but oh well. It's called Passing. Maybe something about the shaved sides of her undercut, though maybe it was just a pulled up ponytail, or how her barn coat slung low over her shoulders as she strutted her cart into the store. Somehow I saw her and smiled. Not a real smile, even, just to myself, not even with my mouth, probably my eyes only, but enough. She saw. And in that instant beamed back a wide open smile, not like my timid one, her whole face radiant, blazing like sudden spring sun splashing the wet grass, each blade tip shining tiny drops of vibrating color, warming me all day. And now this one is a little tricky to read. This is my newest poem, my most recent poem. And it's got two voices. So on the page they're separated, and then the sort of narrative voice, the dialogue is in italics, and the narrative voice is more or less centered, not italicized, but I'll do my best to read it and hopefully it'll come through. It's called Punchbacks. There's a game I play inside my head. Light green punch buggy, no punchbacks. Light green punch buggy with blue diagonal stripes, no punchbacks. Light green punch buggy with blue diagonal stripes and a moonroof, no punchbacks. Except in reality, we ditched the punching part long ago, since neither of us liked hitting or being hit. Bright yellow punch buggy with eyelashes, no punchbacks. Bright yellow punch buggy with eyelashes and a sunflower. The yellow eyelash punch buggy's license plate starts out like a long-lost illicit lover's. Sometimes I still think I see on the road, except I don't say this aloud. Forest green old-fashioned punch buggy, 60s style forest green punch buggy with oval rear window, like my family's first car, Herman, sky blue with a little elliptical window in back. My brother and I like to hide in the carpeted well behind the rear seat. White punch buggy with a black hatch, white punch buggy with black hatch and spoiler. I can count on seeing Shelley's orange ladybug at the dump, each time noticing a new detail, like you'd point out the repaired undercarriage, repainted but not quite matching. Deep purple punch buggy, no punchbacks. Deep purple punch buggy with black racing stripes. There's a red punch buggy that lives down the road from us. Nothing fancy, no moonroof or racing stripes. Round taillights, about the same age. Pale blue convertible punch buggy, pale blue convertible new style punch buggy, pale blue convertible new style punch buggy with bling lights, as the one on the way to the vets that's just like the one we test drove together, except for the rickety roof rack and stickers on the back. Yours would too probably have stickers or something. Jet black punch buggy with sunroof, jet black punch buggy sunroof and gold wheels. The blue one I put down the deposit on when you drove away in the rain, placed the receipt in the center of the table to surprise you when you came home. Except you didn't. It ends like that every time.
Nicely done. Thank you.
Oh, I thought we had 4, but
No, go for it. No, I'm sorry. Go for it. No, go for it. After that one, you got to go for it.
yeah, I thought that I would end on a slightly gentler note. All right, this is called Priorities. I have learned to look past rain, speckled windows, to the shining blue streaked with silver wisps, past weeds interweaving my garden, to the glistening hummingbird poised mid-spiral, past the deep grooved stairwell post, a miniature devil's tower, to memory of my cat's joy balanced atop the wooden finial ball, past dust-covered stones and shells lining our shelves, to cradle the solace of your life's time in our safe nest. I have learned to see beyond carpet frayed by years of play, the markers of time spent stitching together bits of sunlight with spider silk and honey lime tea. That's all.
Beautiful. Beautifully done as always. Thank you, Naomi.
Always.
I'm going to do 3, but I'm going to ask if anybody wants to do one more after I do my 3, please. That includes you too, Patrick. So, we'll do it a little extra because that's what we do here on Third Thursdays. So if anybody's got another one that they want to do after I do my 3, let's do them. Okay? This first one, I guess, is for Patrick, a man from New Jersey. This is called Canarsie. Brooklyn is a very crowded place, so few stand alone in Canarsie. I've always loved that name, Canarsie, originally in Lenape. Canarsie, the shadows it uncovers, the love required. Canarsie, a deli of saints taking a break from the auction. Canarsie, the last stop before getting to where your essence is going. Uncles in Canarsie, aunts in Canarsie, second cousins too. East on Fresh Creek Basin, south on Jamaica Bay, the BMT Canarsie line, Coltrane in Canarsie, Monk and Miles to Canarsie, where you only get a break every so often, so make the best of it, they say in Canarsie, where historically, when compared to neighboring New York, nothing much has happened in Canarsie. The whole town has followed its own sense of wonder and gone about these yonder centuries with a spring in its step, a song in its heart, and a flower in each lapel. Let's see what's next.
Mike, you might want to unspotlight me and spotlight you.
Yeah, if I was smart enough to do that, I might want to do that. But you know how that goes. Okay, let's do that. So, there you. Okay, where was it? Okay, so 2 more. We've all gone out and done our readings here, there, and everywhere, and this is called Baltimore Tuesday. Skittering after syntax, I deplane and set up shop. There's no open mic, which is for the best, as you'll see about 3 poems in when I hit my stride and beg for your pocket change. I've registered my international standard book number and Substack. My blog is here, so comment there, leave a like and share. I sent a copy to blind Aunt Kate, hoping she senses my iambics and tells her neighbors to buy the book on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Face Against Pavement Publishing, 2 for 1, 10% off. Yeah, I'm in Baltimore Tuesday if you're around. And how about this one? Let's go with this one. It's called Peculiar Rhythms. This poem, written on a train as it trundles daily through the diaspora at the end of the world, will labor to describe to you the off-the-cuff kind of day it was in the diaspora at the end of the world. This poem, written on a train, owes its peculiar rhythms, its broken terrain, to the belief that when you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. In the diaspora at the end of the world, where a spit bucket republic juggles itself, where comedians get no laughs. All right. Anybody want to do one more before we call it a night?
I like that ending, Mike.
Thank you, dear.
I
Thank
can
you.
do another one too.
All right, Naomi, go up.
Oh no, Patrick raised his hand first.
All right, Patrick, you're up, buddy. Let me find you and I'll highlight you. This is usually Greg's job, so give me a chance here. Where the hell are you?
So, can you hear me?
Yeah, there you are. Okay.
And you want to, oh, there you go. Okay, I'm going to read, I'm not going to read all 4 parts. I'll read the first and last. It's about the family, the extended family through 4 seasons in the 60s. It's called Filial Piety. I'll read the first and the second and the last. Once upon a time in a place called the Bronx, My extended Irish family, like misplaced Victorians, endured Christmas Day together. Grandaunts, granduncles, grandmothers, pop-pops, cousins, cousins-in-law, cousins-in-law yet to be, significant others of the moment, all of us on Crescent Avenue, in the Fordham section, in the fifth floor walk-up, high-ceilinged apartment of Cornelius Duty and his wife, Mary. We sat year after year, shivered many Christmases out of time, with boilers down, sat out the holidays in one room, in one front room, pregnant moms in the center of our circle to keep them warm, opening countless presents for each person as snowstorms raged outside. Filial piety and family standards of the time bound us. We wondered what our even larger Irish clan might be doing at home in Limerick and Cork as we sang our chilly carols, ate turkey and giblet gravy, ham dug into spuds, while all around us bubble lights bubbled in their glass candle tubers. We listened to artificial birds tweeting on artificial trees. We were content like this right through the 60s, thinking as wars raged and cities burned, everyone lived like us. Everyone gathered this way, no matter whatever else we might want to do, wherever else we might want to be. Rockaway Teas. It's still the 60s on Rockaway Beach, that watery southern hinterland of Queens, past Broad Channel, past the A train. It's Shorefront Parkway, Beach 108th. Still the heyday of the Irish Riviera. My grandfather, maker of Tom Collinses, is showing me how to navigate these Atlantic waves by bobbing up, down with each new crest. It's the only time I ever remember swimming with him. All the other beached Irish families are drinking ice-cold colas out of Coleman's coolers, out of plastic cups. But Con has sent Mary back up to Fitzgerald's Hotel with its communal kitchen, its rickety cast-iron beds, with me along to gawk and help bring back to Con and company, waiting on blankets in lawn chairs, their meals eaten on the sand, hot spuds, meat, hot tea on silver trays in fine Wedgwood bone. We sip from China. I hear Con say, it's good to have made it in America. I wonder, all these years later, summer after summer, until the family grows too large and our holidays together are over, how did we ever get these tea sets here, these accoutrements of our lives, on the subway all the way from the Bronx? Unbroken. Thank you.
Love that, man. Thank you.
Sure.
Who wants to join in for one more? You had me, you had Patrick. Who's going to join in? Come on.
Did Bob Langdon leave?
Yes, he did, yeah.
I think he was going to the movies.
Imagine going to the movies on a Caps night. How do you do that?
Well, he didn't even know about Caps until tonight. I think he went to see what's that Eilish? What's the girl, the woman's name? Billie Eilish.
Oh, Billie Eilish, yeah.
Billie Eilish, yeah.
What, has she got a documentary already?
Yeah, and it's upstairs at the Mark at the Orpheum, and it's wonderful acoustics. So
isn't she only 26 years old or something?
I don't know. I don't know much about her.
Oh man, I wish I had a bio when I was 26. Oh, God. Anybody else want to join Patrick and I at the end here?
I'll do one more.
Naomi?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay. This is, I've never read this one before. This is called Meditation on Meditation. Body coiled, shoulders scrunched, jaw clenched. Breathe in peace, breathe out worry. Stress vaporizing into steamy haze, vanishing. Let go of anger, let go anxiety. Who am I then? What is left without tension, without fear? What will hold me together? Edges dissolve, a blob, a droplet of water. Morning-infused mist bow rising above cloud forest. All that remains, light shimmering from within.
Very nice.
Beautifully done as always. Anybody else want to say a few words before we go check out?
We'll get information next month, a day or two before to sign up, or how does it work?
Yeah, you as long as you're on the email list, you about a week or two, maybe a few days before, you'll get a you can always go up on the website and sign up at any time,
Okay.
register at any time.
Okay.
June 5th will be David Applebaum. He is the founder of Cod Hill Press. Michael Macklin O'Mara, who many folks here from CAPS will recognize as a wonderful reader from Florida. And Gregory Seth Harris, who has joined us many times from Colorado. He will be here also. And so we're here on June 5th. So join us when you can. Register at www.calling.allpoets.net. You will get the email a few days before, a week before, however Greg does it. I don't remember.
But June 5th is not the third Thursday, is it?
No, we do. What we do, Patrick, is we do several events. We do 9 every month. We do 2 events: first Friday and third Thursday, which is today.
Is the first Friday in person?
Let me not say. We're going to make that decision come August.
Okay. Okay.
June will not be in person. June will be on Zoom. We never do a first Friday in July because it's always July 4th weekend.
Right.
So we never do it.
But you'll be here the third Thursday, though, in June, right?
Yes, the third Thursday in June will be Sandy Aon, and we will be here on Zoom only because third Thursday is always a Zoom only.
Gotcha.
June 9th is Dr. Natalia Sukonis. That will be Zoom also. And on June 5th, first Friday, is David Applebaum, Michael McInerney, and Gregory Seth Harris on Zoom, simply because I wasn't supposed to be here, but I'm going to be here, so I'm not going to change any plans about doing things live.
Okay.
All right.
Very good.
I want to thank everybody for coming out, Patrick especially.
Thank
Mary
you.
Louise, it was great to see you. Donna, great to see you. Jude, great to see you. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
I think Jude was going to read one more.
Who?
Yeah. Jude.
Were you going to read?
Jude.
Go for it, buddy.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind either way, but I can.
No, please.
Okay. One more. This one's called I Don't Remember Dreams. I don't remember dreams, but this fine art museum seems familiar, where sculptures writhe and shift, figures in wood, in stone, in wax, where corridors exist to hang torn photographs, images of broken, splintered, melted, overexposed. I don't remember dreams, but I seem to know the contours of this rope that is eating at my flesh as I pendulum above an ocean grey and slick, and hear creatures scream, see a cloud shaped like whale song. Childhood nights, I remember walking circles in my room, trying to breathe, but I don't remember dreams. That's it.
Nice.
Thank you, my friend.
Gorgeous.
Again, Jude featured for us earlier this month. It's up on YouTube, on the Calling All Poets YouTube page. If you want to see what the amazing stuff that he does, please check him out. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. If you want to say a few words to everybody, please do.
Nice to meet everybody, and I wish you all a good night.
Great to hear everyone.
Same here.
Alrighty. Bye now.
Yeah, this was great,
Thank you, everybody.
as always.
A
Bye,
joy
everyone.
to be in the audience and just to be able to absorb it all. Thank you, everyone.
And we didn't get to hear Mary Louise read, which is really.
Oh, you'll have to suffer in August.
No, you kind of cheated us, but it's okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good night,
See you all
everyone.
next month, everyone.
Good night.
Night.